Hi everyone, welcome back to the bench. This is another bench update for the Grad 21, and as you can see we are moving on really well. Now what have we done? Where's the pointer? Aha. Right, oh, we got the red one today. So as he tries not to knock the camera, yeah, we're doing well here. Start as we mean to carry on. Now the hubs have had the first coat of paints. They need to have another one because there's bits of the grey plastic shining through, so we need to do that again. The rocket launcher itself needs all of the weathering and everything else that I've done on here. So what have I done on here? I've used a couple of MIG filters, a filter for dark green and a filter for dark yellow, for obvious reasons, which has toned everything down. And then the whole model has had some of this. It's really good. I like it, and I've been working with this on this model for the first time. Gotta say, I am very impressed. The fact that it's water based and you can put it on, leave it for an hour, and then start going back to start removing some of it with some more water is brilliant. But what is even more brilliant, for want of a better word, it's the fact that you can go back to this in a month's time and you can start messing around and taking a little bit more off or putting a bit more on. So you can reactivate it with ordinary tap water. Although I used distilled water, I don't know if that made any difference or not, but it works really well. And as you can see, I've got a really, not dirty, but dusty. I don't know if I'm going to take any more off or if I'm going to leave it as it is. Don't know. However, the front windscreens have now gone in. The grab handles on either side have now gone in. So if I do that on that side as well, then you can see that they've gone on. Apart from that, that's about as much as I've I've attached to it. But the majority of what I've been doing is messing around with that Aqualine Dry Earth, and it really does work. And the best of it is I did a bit of a messing around just trying it out, but you can mix some acrylic paint into it. I use Panzer Aces and slapped it on a test piece, left it for a couple of hours, went back to it, and it just reactivated it. So you can, if I wanted to, I can put some acrylic paint in here and I can darken it down or change its colour in any way, shape or form that I want. So if you can get some of this, put it on your shopping list. It's really good and it doesn't stink. Well, it does stink, but it's quite pleasant stink, but I can't really describe the stink, but it's a nice stink, not a nasty stink, if that's the right thing to say. So yes, now as I've been moving this around, this is becoming more and more detached, so I've got to be a little bit careful because otherwise I'm going to lose that. So I've got to be careful, but it's a nice bit of accidental reversing damage. Now I've also, as you can see in the top left, I've painted the doors. Now some of you will think it's a good idea and some of you will think it's a bad idea, but it's my model, so my rules. I'm not going to do the camo on the doors. The doors are going to go in on the dark green colour on the on the assumption that something had happened to the original doors and some new doors have been fitted, but they're dark green and not the camouflage colour. They will get a very light wash with the dry earth, but not too much, so it's as if they've come off the shelf. Now I think pretty much that's it. Yeah, it's, as you can see, it's coming along. There's still quite a lot to do. I've still got quite a lot of weathering to do. I've got to do the wheel hubs, got to do the tyres. It went on the tyres. I don't know if I'm happy with that. I've got to do some weathering in here and under here and along here, and I still think I need to put a little bit more fuel staining down here, because it's getting there, but I'm not quite happy with it. But yeah, I thought I'd do a little update just so that you guys can see what I'm up to and let you know how I got on with the Aqualine. So yeah, must get one of those battery operated turntables. I think it would work a little bit better than rather than seeing my hand coming into shot every so often. But yeah, as I say, long way to go, lots to do, and but definitely enjoying this. I will be doing a few others that are on the table of shame, and the table of shame consists a Russian 72nd scale helicopter, which I've started but I've not finished. There is a Airfix 72nd scale Tiffy that I've started but I haven't finished. There is a Landy, a 124th scale Landy, excuse me, that I've kind of sort of started and kind of sort of put it on the table of shame, and yeah, it's not moved. So what I want to do is I want to clear the table of shame, and this is the first one to come off. The other thing that's on there is the 977 8x8 cargo truck, which I'm doing as a Patreon build. So I'll put a link to it at in the notes. If you would like to know what I'm up to with it, please go along, and I would be extremely grateful if you would take out a $5 patronage, and then you can see what I'm up to and how I'm getting on. And I put a video up yesterday. I've got some that I'm still working on, so there's going to hopefully be a video going up next Saturday and the following Saturday, he says carefully, because he's got a few things on at the moment. So yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, please do, and don't forget to hit the bell for the notifications of when I upload some content. So I will leave you looking at a rather dusty, dirty Russian Grad 21 rocket launcher, and I will see you in the next one.